What's up, everybody? It's your boy Roy and Cameron back here again to do some reaction videos. Alright, so we're gonna do some more Freeman. We're gonna knock out some of these videos. Alright, Cameron, welcome back to the show, bro. Anything new and
Thank you
exciting
for
going
having
on?
me.
Hey, always a pleasure, bro. Alrighty, so we're gonna knock out this one, and this one in this video. So let's get into it. Yeah, I'll just keep going back.
We're fighting for people who cannot fight for themselves and shouldn't have to.
Public schools
I
covered
had to
up the
turn it
rape
down.
of
I got a
a
new headset.
Oops.
It's really loud.
Close the door. Get all of the young children out of here. And put your hands where I can see them. Do it.
Today, I'm going to tell you about a joyful and pleasant pastime, a piece of pocket-sized happiness for anyone,
A path to pure pleasure that can begin
anywhere.
and at any time at all.
And if you want,
To play along,
there's only one
tool that you'll need at hand. Are you intrigued? Wonderful. It's still a mystery who owns the patent on this activity. But the Bible's very own Onan has a copyright on his own ism for it. The second son of Judah, Onan was required by tradition to marry his older brother's widow and impregnate her. But Onan was a savvy chap, so he slipped out of his duty and spilled his seed right on the ground. It's a mistake to think he was masturbating. In fact, he just didn't finish inside Tamar. Do you understand why? They liked things the way they were. And just for that, he had to pay with his life. They say that 98% of all men masturbate, and the other 2%, they just don't admit it. Well, you understand why. But as a matter of fact, the truth is much more serious. It's not only men. All pubescent humans masturbate, just some more than others. Those are the statistics. It's our nature.
What are you thinking so far, Cameron?
I mean, he's not wrong if he's sitting there spitting out facts about the Bible.
I mean, it does seem human nature is kind of that thing now. It's everything's over sexualized in general anymore, so it's not.
Oh, yeah.
Let's continue. Oh, I hit the play button. Hey, what is going on?
Oh, come on now.
And we can't escape it, no matter what we try to do about it. All of mankind, pardon. It changes the view a bit on our rather serious world, doesn't it? All of these gloomy people around us, and the Congress, and the president. Although the president probably doesn't have time for all that. Well, there you have it. You have something in common with folks like Napoleon, Socrates, Hitler, and the president. In ancient Egypt, by the way, the pharaohs ceremoniously masturbated into the Nile, and the Greeks had no problems with it whatsoever. They considered it the norm. And we won't even get into India and China, where the process was practically sacred. In the enlightened Europe of the 18th century, booklets claiming that masturbation led to blindness, epilepsy, hairy palms, gonorrhea, and loss of mental functions were exceedingly popular. But you know what? I bet everyone was doing it anyway, if they had hands. Now, of course, there were outcasts. For example, Kant. Now, there was a guy who thought jerking off was a sin worse than killing yourself. Oh, but nowadays, you and I know very well what is what. Or am I wrong? Today, there are claims that frequent masturbation can actually help prevent prostate cancer. Others have found a connection between this act and death from coronary heart disease. While some say that those who actively masturbate don't suffer as greatly from swings in blood pressure.
Well, man, I guess this is a straightforward message. There's no hidden interpretation going on here that I can see. What about you, Cameron? Straightforward. He's just.
I'm still trying to wrap my head around the president. I don't think Biden's doing it.
You're getting funny. I can't even finish the speech.
Every time I see him picture Biden, I picture his butt trying to find his way on the freaking oval lawn and everything. Where do I go?
We have to run over and get him because he's like walking off in the grass. I'll never feed that video. It's ridiculous.
Some claim that hand jobs weaken potency, while others say it helps flush those old low-motility sperm out of the reproductive tract. And for just as long as these debates and battles have been raging on, the world has been passionately doing what? That's right, playing with themselves. And, where are your hands right now, by the way?
My hand.
Looking for royalty-free music? Discover
fantastic,
Epidemic
man.
Sound.
I love this guy's videos, bro. I hate that there hasn't been any new videos in a few years from him. All right, let's get into the next one, Cameron. What are your thoughts on the last video we just watched?
It was crazy.
It's hilarious.
But I mean, if he wants to be all honest, like there was back in, if you want to call it witch time, they also claimed it during the witchcraft time. That was a sin and all that, blah blah. It causes this, this, and this certain diseases. But you know, can't argue with him sitting there saying in the Bible, and then also apparently facts that it prevents prostate cancer and all
Supposedly,
that. So.
we are not scientists. We are not medical professionals. We do not know that to be sure. I'm really going off what the video is saying. I gotta clarify.
Now, granted, this was 5 years ago.
Yeah,
Oh, 6 years ago.
For that one, bro. It's 5 for this next one, but yeah. You ready to get into it?
Heck yeah.
Next one's up.
Oh. All right, hotshots. No small talk or bullshit today. Just cold reality and stark naked truth.
Don't want to know? We're freaking scared. Door's here.
What are you waiting for? Thanks for sharing. Get the hell out. I've had it with your snobby, fed-up attitude and your non-stop whining.
Why are you smiling?
I said get the hell out! This is my territory! I've gotten thousands and thousands of comments. Been there, done that. Blah, blah, blah. Hey, this is awesome. Teen solipsism, blah, blah.
I'm adding this to my favorites list.
Heard it before. Same old shit. What have these commenters ever done in their entire insipid, boring lives that's interesting and new? I mean, have they ever created a single thing? From what I've seen, they just smear nothing but crap on my comment section, and that's it! Most people have hands, heads, and asses. And what have they produced with them except shit? They shit on the internet while they shit in the toilet. On the net, in the toilet. On the net, in the toilet. What's gonna be left for your stupid kids and grandkids once you're gone? Unfunny jokes and random blogs that nobody ever reads?
I mean, alright, so it's a couple small short videos. What are you thinking so far? What's your take
I'm
on
thinking,
either
in
one of
my honest
those?
opinion, if I'm trying to grasp what he's talking about, and he's saying same old shit, okay, think of it as I go to work every day. I come home. I do the same old shit. Nothing new. Nothing's changing.
Nothing exciting.
Yes. Versus, okay, how can I change that? Okay, maybe I'll go on a walk today.
You could.
Or go on a hike, you know, versus the same old shit.
Yeah, but I do feel like there's not very much creativity anymore. It's just like Dude, I hate seeing all the shows and movies get like recreated. It's like they have no new ideas for movies. Let's just keep repeating the same movies, change characters, you know, ethnic group, whatever. Now it's a new movie. It's not. It's the same old story, just regurgitated over and over again. Like most things on the internet, just because it's true. Like when you die, all that's left is what you left video-wise. Like so when people look back on Roy and Cameron, at least I have some reaction videos of us watching these hilarious videos. They're like, oh, these guys are out of control. Watching some Freeman videos.
That's why I also like watching freaking basketball or sports in general, because like college, for example, college is better than freaking pro. It always changes. The same team half the time is never good the next year. Like for example, Kentucky had a run where they were good for almost a decade, like the New England Patriots in the NFL. For the past like 5-6 years, they haven't lived up to it. It's been different teams here and there. Every year it's changing. Boom, boom. This team's good. This team's good now. Oh, boom, boom.
Right, on that topic, Cameron, what are your thoughts on the conspiracy theories that games are made up and are fake?
So,
what are your thoughts on that, bro? Let's cover all basketball, etc.
College basketball and college football would be a whole lot harder to rig the games, per se. Now, I would say that 2 years ago. This year, since all the football players are getting the NIH deals, if I'm saying it right, and getting paid millions and millions of dollars on scholarships and all this to sign already, and getting, they'll throw the fucking game if they want to. NFL, sports gambling is only available in 9 states legally. They're trying to open it up to 47. So whenever they branch it out, they can literally script it if they want to rig it in their favor so that they can get more money in their pocket in Vegas odds.
So no, but let's just get to what is your thoughts? What is your opinion?
In my honest
Are they
opinion,
fake, Cameron? Or are the games real?
games are real. But per se, whether or not I honestly feel like somebody has a part in it and is like throwing the game in the favor of the team that they want, yes.
Yeah, I definitely could see. I could see it being scripted, man, a little bit. Just like WWE, bro. As long as you do it well, you don't see the actions happen. Sometimes you see the impossible plays. Maybe it's real, maybe it's not. Nowadays, what sucks, Cameron, is you don't even know nowadays. Everything is so fake, bro. You have all the AI stuff, everything else, dude. It's insane. You eventually one day you won't be able to believe your eyes, your ears, or anything else, bro. It's insane where we're at. All right, let's get back into this. We're getting off topic a little bit. Yeah, let's get into it.
Then there's this crap. Oh, I've already heard all that before. Why don't you come up with something new so I can laugh my ass off? There are a Googleplex of boob-tube channels for your entertainment, so you can suck down sappy gags all day and never think at all. Now you can zone out 24/7 without ever turning on your flappy brain. Eat shit, laugh. 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 People, yeah, you. Take a look at yourselves. Billions of comments all over the web, and they're mostly shit. Shit, shit, shit. And only a few get the actual message. You're slow on the draw, human beings. You are slow on the draw. If you've already heard everything, then why haven't you done anything to make changes in your lives? You're so damn tough and certain you're right, aren't you all? And what if you got chained to a radiator with a baseball bat sticking right in your face? Where will that toughness and certainty go then? Into your pants with all your adrenaline?
What are your thoughts on the last video, Cameron?
Well, you already called it on that aspect of like, oh, it's the same old stuff.
Right. Well, dude, that's what I've been like, dude, doing YouTube videos, which obviously I've been slacking on. I'm trying to get back into it.
No,
it's
you're
hard
fine.
because there's 8,000. Like everybody does the same things, right? The same reactions. People react to these videos like we have. So I try to get in between, so me and you give our own insight. So it's something different, right? It's like the same food, but a little different. Like it's so hard to come up with things nowadays that haven't been done, right? They haven't been done 8,000 times. Speaking of which, we'll go ahead and give them some thoughts while I'll be right back.
Okay. But no, like how I can project it, like if like you're making a new burger per se. Well, somebody's already made a burger. How are you gonna sit there and make yours unique from everybody else's? And how are you gonna bring in your customers and everything else and draw them in and be like, yo, my burger's better than every single last one of these other joints. And you know what? I'll make it this price and all this. It's just sometimes it's got to be the pitch that you do it. It's got to be basically how you present it. And you're selling, like per se, like let's say you're my boss.
Yeah.
And you entrust me to be a great salesman, to sell it and pitch it to somebody or any other company to sell stuff.
Yeah.
You got to have a great team that can actually pitch it very well and can present it in order to sell your item.
Yeah, presenting is key. And
so it has a big old group that falls in the category of how you're going to have to do a lot of stuff in order to separate yourself from
the crowd
and be unique.
Indeed, that is
and basically stand out almost like a sore thumb.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess you can go off personality, thoughts, match with somebody. I mean, I try to look at myself like, why do I watch the videos while I'm subscribed to the people I subscribe to? I find their stuff intriguing, interesting.
Oh, yeah.
But it's hard to like get, because life is busy, right? It's an excuse, but it's also the truth. Life is super busy. It's hard to find times. Like I feel like I need to be doing more videos. So I'm trying to get back into it. Obviously, me and my boy Cameron here, we're gonna be doing more than one video. I'll be releasing them at different times. We're gonna knock out multiple videos tonight. I'm keeping Cameron up. We're gonna get this done. I'll get some videos rolling out. I have some stuff I am probably gonna cover in the future. I'll touch more on it later. But let's get into this. Just finish this video up here.
You didn't duck in time! Ha ha! 7-0! You've got to be nimbler, my precious. They say I'm the same trash as the rest. Guess what, my darling friends? Given the alleged value system of the majority, I am far worse than that! Far worse! Well, I wonder now what your comments will be like. Or maybe get off your ass and change the system.
As I'm in the midst of applying
If
for
only it was that easy to change the system, dude. It's so hard because people don't want to, like, most people
don't want change.
Where do you even, like, where do you even, let me get back here, fast forward the end of this.
System.
I should have played down there to go back to the list of videos. Because it's hard to change systems because you don't know how, right? That's not something they really cover in school. They're like, oh, this is how you fix these things, do this and that. What are your thoughts on us people not
towards the end? People don't want change. At the end of the day,
it's easier to talk about than do it, I guess.
Well, yeah,
where do you start?
Almost like how I can compare it to everybody, every single last year. Oh, it's a new year, New Year's resolution. I'm gonna hit the gym. Do that for about a week or a month, fall back in the same routine where they just completely don't even do it anymore. It takes dedication. It takes a hard mindset, and it takes drive, and you actually are having to willing to basically like want to change or even change anything per se in your life. But everybody just falls back into a routine or a habit and just doesn't want it.
Well, I mean, that's just, it's easy to change things on like your own level because that's all you can do is really impact your own life. If we all live better in our own lives, it would probably affect everybody else in a positive way. Much of a ripple effect, like you throw a stone in water. But most people will just, they go to work and come straight home. The only ones you hear about, I had a list here so I could mark off as we go through these videos so I don't lose track where I'm at. But we're just going to have to hope these things stay red so I know which ones to click on. We're up here on
the next one we have is that part 3 one right there.
That's why I keep trying to like go back to it. That way it'll stay showing that we've watched it so I can keep track of them. All right, let's get this one knocked out.
Hey, do you like prostitutes, friend? I totally love them. After all, it's the oldest profession on earth. Hookers have a lot in common with politicians, journalists, and actors, all of whom can either be artists or poseurs, turning cheap, dirty tricks or answering a true calling. It's easy to say that women who, voluntarily or not, got into this craziness are weak, stupid, and spineless sluts. But are they not just satisfying demand? We all know that without them, some would go bonkers from loneliness, fear, frustration, and all kinds of complexes. I say, without a smidgen of irony, most of these women who, by whatever twist of fate, became professional satisfiers of pathetic male fantasies are far more decent and fair than their despicable clientele. I totally get guys who say sex with hookers is the purest, most honest kind of sex anyone can ever have, while a free-of-charge quickie can cost so much more, leaving behind such a residue of shame and cynicism for all involved that no matter how hard you try to, you can never wash it off. And so I ask you, is there anything new that can be said about this storied topic of old? Not a goddamn thing. We can only shrug our shoulders. Or as we walk along the streets watching 13 and 14-year-old girls hop into random cars, we can be dumbfounded again and again from the sheer inconceivability of this scene. Or am I wrong? Oh, and what's this monument? It's to an unknown, it says it's for an unknown hooker. What the? Well, why the hell not? For the boys who go missing in action in senseless wars, they build entire parks as memorials. Isn't this also a battlefield? Isn't the world of prostitution one big slaughterhouse? Of course it's naive to think that fantasies about Prince Charming will soon stop turning the heads of girls dreaming of rom-com lives, where a handsome man in a fancy car sweeps them off their feet and puts a ring right on their finger. Let the prudes grind their perfect teeth to dust right now. Cause baby, this bronze beauty is gonna stand somewhere along Fifth Avenue or the Champs-Élysées, some glorious main street of our cities.
I command it.
A giant woman in a provocatively short dress, rain or shine. An eyesore eternally waving horny men down, forcing every passerby to engage their brains and decide for themselves, what do they think of it? And what's this monument? It's in honor of the noble hooker. An actual prostitute monument? What for? What for? Because they're good looking, of course.
I've been.
Alright, so automatically, what are your thoughts on this video, Cameron?
Okay, so number 3, we already watched that
Yeah,
one.
we watched that.
Okay.
Even though it's not showing red, I'm gonna go here, fast towards the end. Maybe I put a like on it. I was like, maybe that'll make sure it updates. We know where we're at, though. We know.
Yeah. Okay.
Anywho,
so on the part at the beginning about how they're saying all pure and all that, and how it's the most purest because it doesn't take noble hearts and all that.
I mean, I think the reference was it's the realist exchange, because you're paying for it no matter what. If you're dating, you're married, you're paying bills, you're buying items, you're buying gifts, you're paying for it one way or the other. But with that, it's a simple exchange, money for sex. You know, both parties know exactly what they're getting out of it. It's it's like an exchange of business. I buy this drink out McDonald's because I want to drink.
Yeah.
There's no extras.
There's no extra fee
for
like
extra things, I'm sure, but at the same time, I've never judged chicks that are prostitutes, strippers, etc. I mean, because there's a need, there's like a market, right? There's a market,
basically.
There are a lot of lonely guys. Because here's the problem, dude. You gotta remember that 80% of men are not even seen by women. Like, women don't even notice 80% of men. They fight over the top 20.
Yeah.
So,
and the thing is, like, I'm not trying to make it sound like this, but it's like I don't care for the prostitutes. Like, you do you, like, all the power to you. Like, applaud what you're doing, whatever. That's your living. That's your choice. Everybody has their own free choice. Just like I wouldn't. The way I'm gonna word it may sound weird or come across way.
Throw it out, bro. What's up? Let's get it.
But LGBT, like lesbians or gays, like they have the choice to do that.
Yeah.
And I applaud them for doing that. Like, that free choice. Like, I respect it and everything else and what you're all doing. It's also like how you have an opinion on something and I have an opinion on something. Everybody's entitled to doing their own thing.
Yeah.
But
same time, the profession is just as dangerous as a battlefield, because I mean, serial killers primarily focus on killing off prostitutes primarily.
Well, yeah, because they like big old like head guys. Like, let's say I was the CEO of McDonald's. All right, let's say I'm CEO of McDonald's.
Okay.
Let's say I hire a prostitute.
I think you're gonna go for a higher end.
You know what I mean.
But then you got money. You're not dealing with.
Yeah. But then she wants to go run. Then she wants to go run her mouth. Then I gotta silence her.
Oh, it's just about your business. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, you have to silence her instantly. You're not gonna kill.
Yeah.
I was just saying it's a dangerous profession. Like, Kane was like, "Yo, if I was the CEO, someone starts talking too much." Yo, was gone. Go on, bro.
No, but then whenever I started bringing up like stuff about 13 and 14-year-old girls hopping in cars, I was remembering reading something about that island that guy had a bunch of those celebrities come on. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, well, we got 10 minutes for this meeting. It's gonna be over. Go ahead. You got 10 minutes to get down to the point. Let's get it, Cameron.
That's what I was thinking of. Like, I was like, is he taking a jab at that and sitting there bringing up that?
Here's the problem with that. I think this is the issue why these things happen, dude. Because you think people that have money and they're rich, right? If you can buy any item, you can buy dozens of whatever you want, then you don't care about it. It no longer matters. If you can buy 100 Hummers just because you can, not that you need them, You don't care about how many. Like, I have this many cars. I don't care. I have these many houses. I don't care. I've traveled everywhere. I've seen everything. I got a wife, multiple kids. Da, 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 da. Then they go for the once the money. You don't have that high from buying anymore. You lose the high for buying because you can buy everything. So then it doesn't matter to you. So then the next thing is power. I want to snap my fingers and make people do what I want. And this is what I think that changes. So it's worldly possessions. Once you have all that and you have a ton of money, then you want power and control. Just because you want to, I can just do that and make somebody do whatever I want. Pay them this, make them do jump off, whatever, anything. Because people do anything for money, it's ridiculous. And I think and then that high gets off too, and eventually that doesn't matter to you either. Once you have all the power, you're just like, well. So then they go for the forbidden fruit, and this is the situation, dude. It's like when you see a button that says "Do not push." Yeah, I'm actually want to push the button. Even though you know you're not supposed to. So I think that's what happens. They get the money, so then worldly, they can buy anything. Now it doesn't matter. I can buy anything. I don't care about it. Then they go for power, because obviously it goes to worldly items, cars, houses. Then they like, I can get power, get laid, whatever, fly wherever on my private jet. So then they go after things that they're not supposed to have, because it's their next high. It's like somebody on drugs. They always chasing their next high. I don't know that to be true. That's just my thoughts on that. That's how I think that whole thing transfers, and that's how that happens.
Well, yeah, like how you almost equivalent it to like how you said like they can't get enough, so they got to get something else. Like,
high,
oh, they're so bored on this, like they're so high.
Yeah.
Like for example, like a wolf, whenever it kills at certain points in time, it already kills because it's full and it's already like it doesn't want to eat. It kills for the sheer enjoyment of killing.
It's all about the thrill. Yeah.
Yep. So therefore they're just in that thrill and seeking more and more and more. It's almost like you're adrenaline junkie.
Yeah.
You need more.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what my thoughts are. That's why I was trying to get your input. What are your thoughts on my thoughts about it? Or what your thoughts are? Do you think it's kind of what it is?
Oh yeah. I mean, it is what it is. I wouldn't say it's never gonna change, but
I don't know, man. I feel like it's been a thing since the beginning of time, bro. Even back in the day when they had wars, they'd go kill off kingdoms, they'd kill all the men and boys, young men, and then they would take all the daughters and wives as plunder, bro. So it's hell as old as time, bro.
be
It's
like
messed up,
a scorpion. Get over here.
right? Yeah. Well, I guess that's it for this video. We'll close it out. 6 minutes, 26 seconds left before this thing's going to kick us out. Well, guys, hope you enjoyed that. Keep an eye out. I'll be uploading this video along with other videos with my boy Cameron here. You want to give out your handles, social medias?
You can follow me on YouTube, Twitch, and Instagram. They're all going to be the same. It's going to be Captain Redbeard 981 for like Twitch, but like the Instagram and the Twitter is just going to be red_beard 981.
It works. Well, everybody, Roy Smith 3689. That's where you'll find me on all the game systems, all the social medias. It's pretty easy to find me. I'll make sure it's easy. Well, guys, thank you for joining us, and until the next one, catch you on the fly.